Hello WordPress nerds. So welcome back to another video of WordPress and AI series. So in this video we are going to talk about creating a custom abilities. So before jumping into the code, I would like to show you something. So few days back when I tried to ask AI client that give me how many posts are there. So it is saying that unfortunately the available WordPress ability is currently limited to site info. So basically AI client was not giving me this information because WordPress site, our WordPress site has not given the ability to perform this action. So in order to do that, we have to create our custom abilities. So if you don't know what abilities are, I would suggest to start watching this playlist from the beginning so that you know what I am referring as abilities. But for the shorter context, abilities are the API created by WordPress, which will be used by the AI client. So basically, we are giving permissions for certain actions performed by the AI clients. So as of now, um, counting posts ability are not given by our site to this AI client. That is why it is not displaying. Now here, let's see. Let's start a new chat. Now let's try to ask something. Can you access my local WordPress site? So I have already connected my local site with the AI client, and that video is already there in the playlist. Yes. So here you can see that get post count, how many published posts are there, ability is there. So now let me ask how many posts are there. So it says it has 43 published posts. So let's confirm this. This is my local site which is connected to the AI client. So if I go to post, it says published 43. So now it is giving me the number of posts there on my site. But previously it was not showing me. So by the end of this video, you will be able to understand how I make this AI client access to this specific data. And now it is displaying me the number of posts. So let's jump into the code. So let's start building custom abilities. So first of all, what do we need to create custom abilities? So for that we need two things. One is the category which is required, and another one is to registration of the custom ability. So I'm gonna search Ability API, and yeah, just open the WordPress developer resources. So here abilities API is explained in detail, so we are going to follow this one. So I'm gonna click on the getting started part. So yeah, first things first, we have to just use this function. If class exists, then only this ability should be there on the site, because this was introduced in version 6.9, and if somehow you don't use version 6.9, then you will have a fatal error on your site. So yeah, make sure to use these conditions. So I'm gonna put this condition in my custom plugin. So yeah, if you have seen my previous video, this is the custom plugin I have created, core abilities. So I'm gonna add this in my plugin. So by chance, if this plugin used in not version 6.9 or earlier version, then there won't be any problem. So that's that. Now, yeah, basic example of register abilities is this. It is similar to register the WordPress REST API. So yeah, WordPress made it very easy for us, but we are not going to add abilities directly, because as I mentioned, for abilities we have to put category first and then we can register the ability. So first we will create a category. So to create category, yeah, this is the hook. I'm gonna directly copy this and paste it in my custom plugin, and then we will try to understand what this is. So this is the hook, abilities API categories in it. I'm gonna change this function to BuntyWP, and it has this function register ability category. So I'm gonna remove one of them and I will keep only one. So this is the category where we have to specify the slug and then label and then description. So I'm gonna say slug, so custom, I'm gonna say BuntyWP, the slug. Label is custom abilities by Bunty, and description will be learning the custom abilities API. So now our category is registered. Then we can use the ability API. So to add the ability, we have to use this hook WP abilities API, and in that we can register the ability. So now I'm gonna copy this function and then I will paste it over here. So our category name is BuntyWP. So simply put that category over here first. Then the slug, the identifier of the ability. So I would say BuntyWP slash posts count. So creating ability has some rules that I need to mention first. So let's go to the next page, and yeah, so this applies for both category slug and the ability slug. So format must contain lower alphanumerical characters, and it should use hyphens only, like this. We cannot put the underscore over here. We just need to use hyphen, small letter, and digits we can use. We cannot give the name like this, like capital or underscore or dot. It should follow this format. So now let's make changes to this ability API. Let's make changes to our custom ability API. So label will be get number of published posts, and description will be return count of number of published post. Category input schema, let's remove this as of now. Output schema, input schema I will explain in upcoming videos. That is basically if you want to be asked by client for the specific input by you, at that time it will be needed, but as of now we are not going to do that. We will cover this in the upcoming video. Now our type will be integer because we are returning the number of post. Description will be number of published post. So execute callback. So in this callback we will return our output. So I'm gonna just simply change it to BuntyWP post count. Permission callback as of now return true, so everyone can access this. We will understand later on when we come to the REST API. But this is basically expose this data into the REST API as well. So now I'm gonna say this. So this is the function we directly can use to get the count of post. Default post type will be post. So as of now we will be counting the post count only. Later on we will try to get the post count for the different post types, but as of now, yeah, this one. And for the safe side I will put integer over here, so we will get the integer number. Okay, so once these two things are done, creating categories and creating just let me change the slug. Yeah, so once these two things are done, creating custom category and custom abilities, we have to make this as public. So in my previous video I showed you how we can make abilities public. So we just have to pass this to the core ability list, and now it is ready to be accessed by our AI client. So now let's open my cloud. So if you are developing this custom abilities API and your cloud or any AI agent is open, you just have to restart it after you create any API. Now let's try to chat with AI and let's ask, can you access my local WordPress site? Now it is checking what AI client can do with my site. So it will look for the capabilities or abilities. So it has started giving me some basic info of the site. Now let me ask how many posts are there. Sorry. And let's see if it can access the, yeah. And yeah, it has started giving us the output that, yeah, we have the 43 published posts. So let's confirm this. Yeah, these are the posts, and I have 43 published posts. So it will giving us only published post because we are fetching only published one. So in upcoming video we will try to fetch the number of posts. So how many posts are there in the draft, how many posts are published, how many there are in a trash, that we will try to get from the AI client. And I think in that case we will need the input schema as well. So as of now, yeah, these are the three things we need to make sure for creating custom abilities. So one is to create category. Yeah, without category you won't be able to create the custom abilities, and then this ability, and then make it public, and that's it. So this is the video, guys. If you have any doubt or question, please write down below in the comment section, and the link of this document which I followed will be available in the description section. Thanks for watching this video.